Hey Pisces, welcome back. I'm here with your reading for mid-August to the end of August. I've already pulled your oracle cards. As always, we'll do oracle, we'll do general love, looking at you and the person you're dealing with, and do some advice. I've already pulled the oracle cards. I don't know if I said that or not. It's Saturday and like my brain's kind of slow today. I don't know. All right. Reminder, this is general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because that's for someone else, and let's jump into it. All right, we have the King of Swords in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Let's see. We have the Nautilus Princess. Powerful personal growth. I don't know why that seems like a tongue twister, but it took me a second to figure out how to say it. 3 Witchy Sisters, the Power of 3. And then we have the Waning Moon. Waning Moon, what do you need to release? Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied today. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so I feel like there may be a situation with either an air sign or you're cutting off communication with possibly an air sign, possibly a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but you know, either the person you're dealing with, it's like you feel like they don't tell you the truth. They're not very honest with you. They're not a very good communicator, or there's just things that you don't know. Either way, you're not willing to start something new with this person, all right? And I do feel like it is someone that you've been dealing with. It could be someone that you do have a history with. I am getting that because of this 3 Witchy Sisters right here. The 3 Witchy Sisters is a card that talks about a cycle and learning a kind of life type of lesson. And like it's saying that you'll repeat the lesson like 3 times until you've learned it. And so I feel like this is you learning it, okay? You do have the Nautilus Princess that came out with it. So it's like, if this person isn't someone from the past, it's like you've come across someone that has like the same characteristics. It's the same problems. It's the same BS, if that makes sense, okay? So even if it's not the same person, it's like all of the signs are there that saying it's the same situation. So if you're like in these relationships or situations where you're like, damn, I feel like I've done this. Yes, it's a different person, different face type of thing, but it's the same shit. And it's like, you're like, nope, you know, you're like, no, I'm not going back to that. I've learned my lesson. You know, I can see the red flags here. I'm not going to go down this road with this person, whether it be someone from the past or someone new that's, you know, exhibiting the same signs. You've learned the lesson and you have grown, you know, you've had some major personal growth because of it. So now you're at the point where you can be like, what do I need to release? How can I release this? How can I release myself from the situation so I don't keep getting stuck in this situation that's, you know, so I stop attracting it, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I said that very clearly or not. Sorry. School started this week and whoo-wee, I'm glad it's Saturday. All right, let's look at your general reading. General cards. Overall, the cards in your oracle were good. So, Pisces. What is Pisces' focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for mid to end of August? Please and thank you. Pisces. I'm surrounded by trees, so stuff is like starting to fall, and it's like, it always sounds like a whole tree is coming down. All right. have the moon. There you are. You're focused on yourself. The King of Swords coming out again, and then the Knight of Swords, and then the Two of Swords. Lots of air energy. Five of Swords coming out. Overall energy. I'm out of here. See ya. I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't care if you win everything, because I don't care about what, you know, what's at stake anymore. Take the swords. I don't care. I don't need them anyways. You know, you're moving away. You're moving forward. You're like, I'm not playing this game anymore. So, and you know, yeah, the moon can talk about secrets and that type of thing. But what I see here is like Pisces is focusing on Pisces. You know, just focusing on you, just worrying about you, you know, doing what you need to do to move forward. So let's get some clarifiers. Lots of swords here though. So you may be in the air energy right now. You may be very up in your head right now about things. Yeah. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and the moon. Pisces is working with Pisces. Pisces is worrying about Pisces. Pisces is not working with anybody else on anything. No collaborations, none of this, like just focused on you. Obstacle here is the King of Swords. So let's see what that's about. Again, very solitary. Everything about this is very solitaire. So like you could be like kind of just the lone wolf is what I'm thinking right now. So King of Swords, King of Pentacles. I feel like you're just working on well, your obstacle here is, you know, these are in your obstacles. So I feel like you're just working on your finances and working on communicating clearly, you know, standing your ground, that type of thing, being very practical, not rushing into anything. You know, the King of Pentacles is also very slow energy, you know, very methodical. So like I said, I feel like this may also be an obstacle for you though. You're very, very up in your head right now. So you might need to kind of come out of your head a little bit, because that is in your obstacle. That is in your obstacle. And another thing is, because you do have the Knight of Swords here as your advice, but this is a side that's saying, you know, normally it's kind of like, you need to kind of wait, you know, it's not quite time, but, you know, I see this one as kind of like, yeah, you don't really have all the answers right now, but you need to move forward anyways. And so it's like, that's why this might be in your obstacle. You're trying to, you know, make sure everything looks good, everything's, you know, finances are great or stable. You just want everything, you know, you want to move forward with this, you know, type of thing, like a smooth. And I don't feel like that. The advice here is like, you need to kind of stop waiting, or, you know, waiting for the sun to come out, because it's not going to. You're just going to have to kind of go, you know. You know, and the 10, you know, release the burden that you're carrying and just go. Okay, yeah, you may be leaving in the middle of the night, in the middle of a thunderstorm, but it's time to move forward. And your most likely outcome here is the Two of Swords here. You make your decision. You make the decision. And I feel like here you've already made your decision, but it's like you haven't really acted on it. Here I feel like you make the decision, and you know, it clears the storm that you're going through right now. All right, so I feel like you're going to make the decision, and you're going to go forward. Like it's going to be more than, okay, I'm leaving the situation, or okay, I'm not dealing with this anymore, or okay, this is what I need to do next. You're going to just make that decision and start working towards it. Okay. Queen of Pentacles here, with it being in the reverse, I'm seeing this as being more about her. You know, the Queen of Pentacles can be very motherly, very nurturing, and I don't really see you having that air about you right now, because like I said, you're focusing on you, kind of being a bit of a hard ass as well. You know, with these two kings here, you don't really have time to let a whole lot of emotion in here, you know, a whole lot of nurturing. Not that the Queen of Pentacles is like super emotional, but she is very nurturing, very giving. And, you know, you're just, nope, you're going to make your decision and, you know, kind of keep it to yourself. You're still working on your kingdom, working on your stuff. Also, there may be some money issues, you know. Again, it's in your obstacle. Things aren't going to be smooth, but it's still time to go anyways, all right? Could be job. I don't know. That's very general. Could be just life in general. Sometimes, you know, one change can end up affecting our whole damn lives. Our whole damn life. All right, so let's see what your love life looks like. Pisces, overall energy and love. Pisces, overall energy and love. Okay. The Empress came out sideways. I'm going to take it upright. You are wanting to create something new. All right. Some of you may be wanting to get pregnant, if that makes sense. If I said that right, not if it makes sense, if it came out right. You know, or you're just wanting to create something new. I just have to say the pregnancy card because, I mean, that is a pregnancy card, but, you know, not everybody. Queen of Swords for the person you're dealing with, as well as the Magician in the reverse. So they are thinking very logically. They're kind of analyzing this situation, analyzing the two of you possibly, but they don't feel like anything, they don't feel like they can manifest anything with you or this situation. Could be because you're trying to create something new, trying to grow something new or grow yourself. We'll see with the other cards as they come out. Come on. Alrighty. Pisces, what a crazy reading you've had, but I do feel like it's for the best for you. Death, the Tower, the Knight of Swords. That's pretty clear. Six of Swords in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles, the Sun for them. I mean, I think you had the Knight of Swords here in your advice too. I mean, that's pretty. The Tower, death. You're done with this situation. I feel like you're trying to create something new, to grow something new, or just work on yourself. They aren't really able to leave this situation. They at least can't stop thinking about it. You know, they can't move forward. They're all up in their head about it, but because I feel like they're in their head about it because they feel like there was a long-term security here, that their happiness was here, you know, was in this relationship, but I almost feel like I kind of feel like it's more of a head over heart decision though. All right, got the Six of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, and the Chariot. For you, there's no balance. There's no equal give and take here for you. You know, this relationship didn't make you happy. If anything, it could have been like this person feels like you were their happiness, that you made them happy. They may have been emotionally kind of dependent on you to make them happy, if that makes sense. But you're like, see ya, I'm out of here. They have the Three of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Cups. So, you know, they're not happy. They're not celebrating, you know, but they're dropping the burden of this because they're, you know, they're definitely all up in their head about it, you know, keeping their emotions close, you know, not close, but, you know, intact. They're in control of their emotions, probably because they're all up in their head about it. This may have been more of a logical type of relationship for them, like kind of like, well, you know, there's long-term security here, you know, I'm pretty happy here, they make me pretty happy, you know, so like, you know, it makes sense to stay, but you're already gone. Let's see what you guys have together. Five of Swords together. You know, this was the overall also in your general, so it's like you're trying to walk away from this. You're leaving this. You know, they're not quite ready to walk away from it, but you already have. I feel like they may have emotionally, because they didn't have a whole lot of emotions in their spread, but they haven't stopped thinking about it, if that makes sense. They haven't stopped thinking about you either. Let's see what advice we have for my Pisces. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're done, you know, you're already gone. Ace of Swords in the reverse. You're not even trying to look at this differently. You're just done. You're out of there. Justice, you know. And it's a good decision. I feel like it's a good decision. Okay, you're thinking very logically. You know, it was a good. Not only was it a good decision, you didn't. You know, it's what's best for both of you. Star. You know, just working on finding your faith again, renewing yourself a lot. You know, just kind of renewing yourself is really what I hear. Queen of Wands. You know, maybe working on your confidence again, but really just working on, you know, work on getting your, hang on a minute, see what the other ones are. That's too many. The Fool here in the reverse, obviously don't take any new leaps of faith, especially if it comes in fast. Anything that comes in fast is just going to burn out fast. You know, just work on you and doing what's right. You know, be acting on the up and up, okay? Which I feel like you are. You're not doing this to hurt anybody. I don't feel like your intention is to hurt anybody. Your intention is just to, you know, work on yourself. You're not trying to screw anybody over. And the Four of Cups. Sorry, it's hard to read Roman numerals upside down. So the Four of Cups in the reverse, you know, don't be so stubborn about, you know, with this one, I'm kind of seeing you have some options that you may not be giving any notice to, okay? You may be kind of focused on just one thing, but you may want to, I'm not saying pick it, you know, I'm not saying pick something else, but just look at all of your options before making a decision. And I'm almost kind of feeling like, you see how these three cups are at the bottom of his feet, and all he can kind of focus on is this one up here. You know, it may be kind of like you need to kind of focus on what you have right now and not so much on what you don't have or what you're wanting. You know, you may need to kind of fill these cups up. Right now, that's what I'm getting here. You just need to kind of focus on the cups you do have right now, refilling, you know, your faith in whatever it is, job, work, relationship, you know, money, yourself, that type of thing. You know, the Star is like where, you know, you feel renewed, you feel like, you know, you just kind of have like a glow when you walk around, you know, and that's kind of what you need to work on right now. Not starting anything new. I don't feel like you're looking for anything new. You know, your Ace of Swords here is in the reverse as well. I don't feel like you're even looking for anything new. You know, just make sure you're acting on the up and up, working on, you know, yourself, not starting anything new, because there is still some healing type of things and personal growth that you need to work on the inside. All right, Pisces, I hope you found something here that will help you through the rest of August, and I will see you next time.